welcome to this special edition of I-24 News Sports, coming to you from Bet Maccabi, the basketball arena in the Israeli city of Rishon LeZion, part of a construction frenzy in Israeli basketball with no less than 5 new stadiums either ready or under construction. This is the home of the basketball team of the Israeli city of Rishon LeZion, and with us is the head coach of the team, one of the most veteran coaches in Israeli basketball, Coach Doroker. Coach, thank you for having us.
My pleasure.
Coach Doroker, you have some very experienced Israeli players in your team, also veteran foreigners like Vianger, like Larry O'Bannon. Where do you see the team coming this season?
Well, we just started 2 weeks ago, and we really hope that it's going to be a good season for Maccabi Rishon LeZion. This is a team with a lot of tradition and a good history. We want to stick together. We want to stay, as one group and as one unit to learn each other. Now in this pre-season, it's important for us to mark our system, and I hope we can have a good season. This is a long league, a long journey. We hope to be there in the end.
You think that aiming for a Final Four, is that a realistic thing to do?
I don't think that by declaration or by statement you can reach it. It's a long work and it's a hard work that we have to do 33 games before playoff. But for sure our expectation from ourselves, without seeing nobody, is high.
Coach, you know the Israeli basketball up and down. You've been all over the place. How good is it, you think, that we have so many new places? This one in Rishon LeZion, the one in Haifa that opened 2 years ago, the brand new arena in Jerusalem, and 2 more under construction. Will this bring the Israeli basketball to a higher level?
I think that it's going to take us to a new era. I think the arenas that's already done or will be done in the next 1 year or two going to take us to a new era. I was in Europe, I work in Europe, I coach in Europe, and I know, for example, in Ostend in Belgium, that it was the arena changed their life, changed their budget, bring them to another places. I'm sure this is the situation we're going to face in Israel. That the arenas, first of all, the place, to bring more people, the better conditions, and also from Europe, Eurocup, Euroleague, more teams we're going to see from Israel in the next stage.
This arena in Rishon LeZion was also home of the Israeli national team this past summer. This is where they trained, and Israel once again qualified to the European Championships. How high you think the Israeli team can go in the championship?
Honestly, I think we have a very talented team and a good group and a good, strong. I hope everybody will be healthy. I hope for the national team. And I'm sure the next European Championship on the next summer, we're going to see a very strong group and a very good team by Israeli national team. I hope we can go even top 8.
Coach Doroker, thank you very much for hosting us here in Rishon LeZion, and we wish you good luck.
Thank you for you.
And we're here on the court, but Bet Maccabi in Rishon LeZion is far more than that. Sasha Robot took a tour of this beautiful installation. Take a look.
Yes, Jonathan. As you can see, our journey throughout the country continues. We're here in front of the Bet Maccabi, a small stadium in capacity but really important for the country. Home to the Ironi Rishon LeZion in basketball and Maccabi Rishon LeZion in handball, the stadium can hold up to 2,500 people. Come on and let's have a tour inside together. The arena of Rishon LeZion, known as Bet Maccabi, is a home to both basketball and handball Maccabi Rishon LeZion teams. As opposed to many other places in Israel, handball is even bigger than basketball here, and this city is the Israeli handball capital. Maccabi and Hapoel Rishon LeZion are the 2 biggest and most successful handball teams of the country. This arena is one of the 5 new arenas, either ready or still under construction in Israel. Out of these 5, the arena of Rishon LeZion is the oldest one, as it was opened in 2008, but not the least modern. With great amenities and a capacity of 2,500 seats for basketball games and of 1,500 for handball ones, the Bet Maccabi is a source of pride for the country. This past summer, the Israeli national basketball team used the arena for its training camp, a training camp that might lead them to the European Championship.
In the hopes of making this a good season, Maccabi Rishon LeZion brought this summer Vianger, one of the most veteran and experienced foreign players playing here in Israel. He's from New York originally, and he's been up and down all the Israeli league. Sar Koskevik met him for a conversation about basketball, but also a lot more than that.
Yes, Jonathan, I'm here with Vianger, who's playing for Rishon LeZion. Tony, thank you for having us. You're coming from New York and you're playing in Israel since more than 10 years. Can you tell us about your journey in Israel?
Wow, my journey along with basketball has been a long one, full of ups and downs, but overall it's been a great experience. You know, I met my wife Obviously, my wife's family become my family, and basketball has shown me so many different opportunities and experiences that I wouldn't regret or take back for anything.
You spoke about your wife and your wife's family. Do you have any children?
Yes, I have a son. His name is Roy, which in French means king. That's why we kind of named him that, because he's our little king, and he's 11 months. And he's the light of our lives.
And what did you expect? That he's going to be a basketball player like you?
Obviously, you know, I'm biased. I would love for him to play basketball, but whatever his heart desires and whatever he finds a liking to, we will fully support that no matter what.
There's a lot of American players in Israeli basketball now, and you have 4 American players in your team, Maccabi Rishon LeZion. Does it feel like home for you?
We have 4 American players. I'm naturalized American, and I mean, absolutely, it's just a great. To me, I call Israel the 51st state. Everybody speaks English. The camaraderie of Israel as a whole, given in times of war, in times of love, it's togetherness. So that alone builds love and peace amongst all the people. And then when you carry that into basketball, and then, you know, my position to my team, you know, it helps everything kind of go together.
So we're wishing you a great success. Thank you very much, Tony, for having us here.
Thank you.
As we have mentioned, this is not the only new basketball arena in Israel. Another one was opened in Haifa 2 years ago, and there are 2 under construction, one in Tel Aviv and one in Holon. But the icing on the cake, the jewel on the crown, is the new Pais Arena in Jerusalem, one of the most modern and most beautiful installations throughout Europe. Sasha Robot took a tour of the beautiful new venue in Jerusalem.
After 30 years, the wind of change has finally blown for Hapoel Jerusalem. The basketball firm, believed to be the second best in Israel after Maccabi Tel Aviv, finally quits its old Malcha Arena of 3,000 seats for the new Pais Arena of Jerusalem and a capacity of nearly 12,000. Made to host basketball games, concerts, conferences, and other cultural events, the arena opened its doors today for journalists. Let's go and see the backstage of a brand new stadium. The Pais Arena of Jerusalem is part of a very large sports complex project. Inaugurated on September 8th by the mayor of the city Nir Barkat, the Pais Arena is the largest stadium in the Middle East.
It is with a lot of emotions that I can say, welcome to the Pais Arena of Jerusalem.
Featuring a capacity 4 times larger than the previous stadium, this arena is now a standard in the European basketball world, and for the Mayor Barkat, there is no doubt that the Hapoel Jerusalem will soon be able to be one of the greatest competitors in the European Championship.
I know the new owners of Hapoel Yerushalayim are extremely interested to leverage the investment we've made. And in my mind, I believe in the next few years you'll see Hapoel Yerushalayim high up there in the European League.
With brand new locker rooms and the latest amenities, the city of Jerusalem and the Mifal HaPais, the principal investor, view it big. We're in the center of Pais Arena of Jerusalem, and as you can see, the construction is still not over. However, Mayor of Jerusalem and constructor have no doubt about it, the stadium will be ready for the beginning of the season. Although the arena is not yet complete and the construction still in progress, the complete image of the gigantic building is indeed present. With comfortable sitting, a 50 square meter video screen and VIP boxes, the Arena of Jerusalem is a so-called temple of sports, and its architect is the main creator behind it all.
It's a living room for a community. Everybody will use it, children, adults. So it's a very exciting opportunity. Filled with some frustration here and there, as you always have, because you don't always get everything you want to get, but I think in principle, it's a chance to give the community a place that they can call their own.
Built on the outskirts of Jerusalem, the holy city for the 3 monotheistic religions, the city council wants the Pais Arena to be the banner of multiculturalism.
Culture in sports is something that is a common denominator of Muslims, Christians, and Jews. And one of the benefits we have for developing sports and culture in Jerusalem is it brings people together. It's a major contributor to togetherness.
Israeli basketball is at its peak after the victory of Maccabi Tel Aviv in the European Championships this year. And with this arena, it is now Hapoel Jerusalem's turn to enter the top league, where they could become the greatest competitor for Europe's top teams.
This venue is not only used by the local clubs. The Israeli national basketball team trained here this past summer ahead of the European qualifiers. The biggest star of the team is, of course, Omri Caspi, the first Israeli player who made it to the NBA, and this coming season he will play again for the Sacramento Kings. We met him here in Rishon LeZion just a few weeks ago.
Omri Caspi, hi.
Hi, how
what
you
a
doing?
pleasure to see you here. In Israel, usually we need to take a plane to come and visit you, abroad in America. What are you doing here?
I'm playing with the national team now. We're getting ready for the tournament that starts next week. It's a qualification to the next European Championship, and we're all excited to be here.
Yes, a few weeks ago you signed for Sacramento, a team that you know because you used to play there in 2009. What is it to come back to your first love?
It's definitely like coming back to my first love. I have a lot of good memories. Just a team that's opened the gates for me to play in the NBA, and I was a young guy, 21 years old, leaving Israel, then going to the United States, and now going back home, knowing a lot of people and friends. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, you're going to fly again from Texas to California?
Yeah, I have to go back home to Houston and unpack my stuff and pack my stuff and move it to Sacramento and find a place and move my car. But I'm excited.
It's going to be your 5th season in NBA. What is the difference between the first one and the 5th one?
Well, when I moved back in 2009, I had no bank account. And I didn't know what to expect and how to manage myself in this league. And going into this season, it's different. I know what to expect. Training camp, season, 82 games, all that, and hopefully playoffs. So it's different, more experience.
So as you say, last year you were playing with the Houston Rockets, and the playoff. What is that experience?
It's amazing. First time in my career to play the NBA playoffs, being able to compete for something bigger than just a regular NBA game, it's a great experience. I think it's something that all athletes around the world want to compete for, and it was my first experience, hopefully not my last.
Omri Caspi, welcome to Houston.
You were the first Israeli player going, in NBA. Do you think you opened the door to the other?
I hope so.
Yeah.
And we have Gal Mecco play for the Mavericks, and every year we go back home and play for the national team. We see that the level goes up every year. The competition, the practices, everything goes up. So I'm excited.
How do we explain that in NBA there is so non-American players?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of European and international players now, a lot more than ever. I think there's about 80 to 85 players every year playing in the NBA. It's about 25%, 20 to 25% of the league, which shows that the basketball overall and in general in Europe, all over the world, is growing. And seeing Tony Parker and Dirk Nowitzki being superstars of teams now, it's something that 20 years ago wasn't like that. So it's great to see.
Look, Omri, it's not easy to be an Israeli playing around. Does people ask you your political issue?
Yes, every once in a while.
Yeah.
I think we're all ambassadors of our country, of what's going on here.
It's important for you to represent the Israel point of view?
Very much, yeah. I mean, I represent Israel every step of the way, and there's a big misperception of what's going on in Israel, and people, what you see on TV is not always what's true, and so, like I said, we all, small ambassadors in our way, and what we can do to help.
Omri, a personal question: how is it for you, a young man living away from home? Your dad and mom lives here. How is it in America for you alone?
It's hard sometimes, you don't have anybody to cook for you and to have Shabbat dinner, but after 5 years now, you're more adjusted and more used to it.
But you have the support of the Jewish community over there?
Everywhere.
Yeah? Do you want to keep playing in NBA, or maybe one day we will see you back in Israel?
No, it's a good question. But I don't know yet. I'm still young and wants to compete in the league.
The last question, what advice would you give to a young player that wants to play in NBA? You said it's different, why?
Well, it's a totally different game. But I think that, that if you work on your game, work on your craft, do the stuff you need to do, listen to your coaches, work hard, I think the sky's the limit. And I really believe so. There's a lot of players that from hard work and dedication to the game and their love for the game made it. So everything is possible.
Do you see the other Israeli players that are in NBA?
I hope so. We have now 2, and we have a coach.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can have a GM and a team.
I imagine you were happy for Maccabi?
I would be really happy if Maccabi.
You follow the game on TV?
All the time.
Yeah?
Yeah, Maccabi's my home. I played there when I was 13, 14 at the time. And I used to drive every day from Yavne, where my city is, and to Tel Aviv and practice. And made it to the team, the pro team, and play there for 3 years. And you know, it's always going to be my heart and my home.
Thank you very much, Amri Caspi, for
Thank you.
staying with us on I-24 News. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's it for this special edition of I-24 News Sports, coming to you today from Bet Maccabi, the basketball arena in Rishon LeZion. Thank you for watching and have a great day.